Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. This is going to be my H's. I have already started trying to record this before, but my stupid Dot decided to just go off and tell me something about National Women's Day, even though I never told her to, so I don't know why. I've never had that happen before, but oh well. Starting again, as of the recording of this video, I haven't uploaded my last two videos, even though I said I would, purely because I've been busy and I forgot, but they will be up shortly. One will be today, one will be tomorrow, or I might even do both today, so they're up and I can do some more. But I'm going to get on with the H's, go through them, might go into a little bit more detail on the ones that I think are really good. But yeah, just get on, see how we go. I've not got a massive pile, and I'll just get on with it. So first up is an incredible film. It's also a true story. Hacksaw Ridge, a great war film. It won a BAFTA for editing and an Academy Award for film editing and sound mixing. Obviously, it stars Andrew Garfield as Private Desmond Doss, who was an army medic, and he was also a conscientious objector during the Second World War, which basically means that he wouldn't pick up a weapon and fight. He was against weapons, um, hence him being a medic, and he managed to save 75 men without firing one single bullet or harming anyone. Um, so it's quite incredible. It was a really bloody battle. I don't know whether it was against the Japanese or the Germans, but what he did is he brought brought one man to the edge of a cliff and abseiled them down on like a stretcher sort of thing, like so balanced them so they went down, and then there were medics at the bottom. Um, Really good film, fantastic film, directed by Mel Gibson. Um, really recommend it. It also stars Sam Worthington, who you probably know from Avatar, Luke Bracey, Teresa Palmer, Hugo Weaving. A lot of Australian names, as it is directed by Mel Gibson, who is obviously an Australian. And it also stars Vince Vaughn, and I liked to see him in this because it's a bit of a different role for him. But that is Hacksaw Ridge. Next up is a recent-ish pickup with a really nice slipcover. It's a Coen Brothers film that I haven't seen yet. It's got a really good cast, although I've heard pretty bad things about it. I'll still give it a go because there are some Coen Brothers films that people generally don't like that I like. So we shall see. But this is Hail Caesar, and as you can see, it stars Josh Brolin, George Clooney, Alden Ehrenreich, Ralph Fiennes, Jonah Hill, Scarlett Johansson, Frances McDormand, Tilda Swinton, Channing Tatum. Fantastic cast. I don't think it says anyone else's names. It was the cinematography was done by Roger Deakins. As I said, it's a Coen Brothers film. Um, don't really know too much about it. I think it's about a Hollywood studio fixer who has to try and get back the leading star that's been kidnapped for ransom money or something. I think that's George Clooney, and Ralph Fiennes, who is not on the front cover for some reason, is the fixer. Um, so yeah, or maybe he's not. Maybe it's Josh Brolin that's the fixer. Yeah. See, I'm thinking in my head of the Grand Budapest Hotel because Ralph Fiennes is the lead in that, but that's wrong. I think Josh Brolin. I don't know. I've not seen it, so I don't know. But let me know what you think of it down below and if I'll like it. That is Hail Caesar. Next up is a musical, Hairspray, which I really like. Obviously, it's a remake of an 80s version of it, and the only actor, cast member from the original to return is Jerry Stiller, who unfortunately passed away last year. Obviously, he's Ben Stiller's dad, but he had a different role in this, a smaller role. I can't remember. I think he played the, was it a shoe shop owner or something? It's been a while since I watched this, but I believe he was like a shoe shop owner or something. I can't remember, but I really like this film. Got a great cast. You've got John Travolta, obviously playing a woman. Edna Turnblad, I think he plays. I think. And you've got Christopher Walken, who plays the husband, the main character's father. You've got James Marsden, Zac Efron, Queen Latifah, Michelle Pfeiffer, Amanda Bynes. I'm just looking on the front cover. Um, loads of people in it, and it is a really good, entertaining musical. Basically, it's about a girl that's a bit larger than everyone else, and she gets taken the mickey out of, and nobody thinks she can do what she wants to do. She wants to be a singer and to dance on a big, well, not a singer specifically. She wants to be a dancer and dance on this big show that she watches every night, which stars James Marsden. But nobody believes in her, um, and she meets Zac Efron's character who um, believes in her. I don't know, I can't remember. I'm trying to read off the back, but it's very difficult. And Michelle Pfeiffer doesn't like it because she wants her daughter to be front and center. She's in the bottom left down there. And it's just a really good musical, really good songs, and I really like this. And I think this has got a different edition. Well, it's got 2 discs, but it doesn't say which disc is which. But it says there's a Shake and Shimmy edition, which I presume is a sing-along edition. So, who knows. But anyway, that is Hairspray from 2007. Next up is a great comedy. I unfortunately only have the first one. I do need to get the other 2. And that is The Hangover. This is the extended cut. Obviously stars Bradley Cooper, Ed Helms, and Zach Galifianakis. Really good film. It's obviously about 3 friends who I think one of their brother-in-laws, one of their I can't remember, one of their sisters is getting married to a bloke, so they take this bloke out on his like a stag do, and they lose him. I don't know if this is in Las Vegas, the first one, if I remember rightly. Yeah, it is. And they got to try and find out where he is and what they've done with him, and it's just really funny. Mike Tyson's in it. There's a tiger in a bathroom. There's a crazy Korean man. It's just mental. It's a really good, funny film. I really laughed at it. It is one of my all-time favourite comedies. But yeah, if you like comedies, definitely check this out because it is one of the best. That's The Hangover. Next up is another great film that I only watched this year, for the first time this year, but it's got a great cast. That is Heat, with Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, and Val Kilmer. It also has Tom Sizemore, Diane Venora, Amy Brenneman, Ashley Judd, Wes Studi, Ted Levine, John Voight, and it's directed and written by Michael Mann. Fantastic film. Can't praise this film enough. So it's basically about this group of, I think the correct term's robbers. They rob banks, basically. Or they get rob and cash trucks, and they just get rob places that have money, basically. And Al Pacino plays the cop trying to track them down. Robert De Niro is their leader, and it's basically really one of the best cat and mouse chases ever. And there's a scene where they come out the bank, and Al Pacino is just pulling up, and there's a massive shootout, and it's like a big chase scene and explosions and all sorts. It's a really good film, and the ending's very tense at the airport. Yeah, love this film. Really good film, Heat. If you like your crime films, if you like the 2 leads, definitely check this out because you won't be disappointed. That is Heat. Next up is one I've not seen, but I got in a bundle start of the year, and I'm happy to have it because I've wanted to watch it for a while, and it's got a fantastic cast. Oh, juggling all over the place there. That is Her, with Joaquin Phoenix, Rooney Mara, obviously who he's married to, Amy Adams, who else is in it? Olivia Wilde, and it says Scarlett Johansson, but I believe it's just the voice of Scarlett Johansson. And it's about a man, I think he's kind of fed up with relationships and love, and he gets this new operating system, like a computer, it's like an advanced thing, this new, and falls in love with it, basically, literally. So yeah, it sounds weird, quite wacky, so I think I'll like it. And it's directed actually by Spike Jonze, and I believe this was the last film he directed. And obviously he did Being John Malkovich, which is also pretty wacky, so, and I loved it, so I'm looking forward to watching this. Let me know what it's like if you've seen it down below. Next up is a rom-com. I've seen half of it. I have to admit, I wasn't really that invested in it. It has got a really good cast, so I will go back to it, but I didn't like what I saw of it, and that is He's Just Not That Into You. It stars Ben Affleck, Jennifer Aniston, Drew Barrymore, Jennifer Connelly, Kevin Connolly, Bradley Cooper, Jennifer Goodwin, Scarlett Johansson, and Justin Long. And it's about different people falling in love, and they're all connected somehow, basically. And as I say, it was okay what I saw of it. I will go back to it at some point, but it's not one of the best that I've seen. That's He's Just Not That Into You. Next up is a film I've not seen yet. I've seen well, it's not a sequel, it's a reboot, which wasn't very good. I have still got it. I'll show you next. Because I want to rewatch it to see if I have any better opinion of it on a second watch. But this one's apparently pretty good, so I got this in CEX, and that is Hitman. This is the Extreme Edition. Obviously, this is about a hitman, Agent 47. It's based on a game, and I think he's got to protect someone in this, or maybe that's the second one. Not the second one. You know what I mean? The reboot. I'll get there in a minute. But it doesn't really say much. All it says that he's a killing machine that has to hunt someone, or he becomes the prey as some organisation's trying to catch him. I don't know. I'll watch it though because I really like action films and I've heard good things about it. So, but let me know what you think of Hitman down below. And then obviously, as I said, I do also own Hitman Agent 47, which I believe I got from Poundland. I watched this when it first came out, so that's what, 6 years ago. And as I said, I didn't think much to it, but because it was in Poundland, I picked it up to give it another go. So I will give it another go at some point. Don't know when. I would rather watch the original first. Yeah, so Hitman Agent 47. What do you think of this film? Are you of the same mind as me that I didn't really like it the first time? Do you think I should give it a rewatch? Let me know. Next up is a comedy. I can't make up my mind whether I've seen the whole of this film or only bits of it. Because I know I've definitely seen bits of it, but I don't know if I've seen the whole film altogether. So I think I will rewatch it just so I know that I have. And that is Horrible Bosses. Jason Bateman, Charlie Day, Jason Sudeikis, Kevin Spacey, Jennifer Aniston, Colin Farrell, Jamie Foxx. Really funny by the looks of things. The bits I saw, I really liked. I thought it was another similar sort of humour to The Hangover. So yeah, I look forward to watching this, rewatching it. I don't know, soon. And then obviously recently I picked up the second one, which is the extended cut. So I will watch this. Obviously I've definitely not seen this one. But this adds Chris Pine and Christoph Waltz to the cast, two great actors. So yeah, I'm sure this will be decent. That's Horrible Bosses 2. 3 more. This one's a charming film that I went to the cinema to see and I watched again recently. That is The House with the Clock in Its Walls with Jack Black and Cate Blanchett. It's charming, like I say. It's not fantastic. It's a decent watch. Produced or executive produced. It's done by Amblin, so it's obviously something to do with Steven Spielberg. What exactly, I don't know. It doesn't say he produced it, but his company must have. So, but yeah, as I say, I really liked it. Thought it was pretty good. Would I like to see a sequel? Probably not. I didn't like it that much, but for a single film, it was enjoyable, and I would definitely rewatch it again. And I'm looking forward to Borderlands next year, which is again directed by Eli Roth, and Jack Black and Cate Blanchett are both in it. Even though Jack Black's only doing a voice of a character, it's also got a great rest of the cast because you've got Kevin Hart, Jamie Lee Curtis. So yeah, but anyway, not talking about that film now. House with the Clock in Its Walls. Yeah, as I say, it's a good watch. I would recommend it. And then I'll show these two together because they're two films that I have the same sort of opinion on, and that is The Hunger Games and The Hunger Games Catching Fire. To me, these are very meh films. They don't do much for me. I'm not fussed about getting the other two. I've not seen the other two. I've only seen these two. And as I said, they were very meh. They were good back when they came out, but then when I rewatched them, didn't think much of them. I've got them, so I can rewatch them if I want to again, see if I feel any more positive thoughts on them. But they're not great to me. They're just okay. I'd rather read the book, to be honest. But that's The Hunger Games and The Hunger Games Catching Fire. So that is everything in my H's. I hope you enjoyed the video. I shall try and put my F's up now, which I did last week, which I just forgot to upload. And then I might do my G's later, put them up, and then we're pretty much up to date with this one that I'm doing now. And then tomorrow I may go on to the I's. But yeah, that's it. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like it if you did enjoy the video. But if for some reason you didn't enjoy the video, by all means give it a dislike and let me know in the comments what you didn't like about the video, so I can try and improve it the next time. Also subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and turn your notification bell on so you know when I've got a new video on the channel. Comment down below, have you seen any of the ones I've not watched? Have you seen any of the ones I have watched? Anything, I'll get back to anyone that takes the time to leave me a comment. And that's it. So until next time everyone, take care, goodbye.